4 in both and top frags them. I wish it was like that when we played earlier. Thank
Song of Storms start this morning, which means that we might get into some well shenanigans early.
In before well is throwing or well is carrying.
It's gonna be one or the other and nothing in between.
Yep. Oh, anyway,
And we gotta... Well, it doesn't matter about the stone start. Because dungeon rewards are just nice for helping out with other dungeons. Or other checks.
Yeah, in before, a Song of Time is hard required today.
For GTG, of course. Or Water Temple.
did someone say toilet?
I've already done one toilet seed hard required Song of Time. Like, I am ready to never do that again.
And off we go.
Yep.
Checking out the dungeon rewards on Furlim's side. Deku Tree, Fire Temple, Forest.
0 steps to power.
3
3 to
steps to
wisdom.
wisdom.
11 to
Three for
courage.
courage.
Water to
Temple.
courage.
Yeah, those aren't terrible step counts. There actually is a chance that we might see all of those today.
So bottom of the well is most likely where our power is.
Yeah. So
Actually,
somewhere's
that's
yell
a 1
locked
step.
and bomb locked.
Oh yeah, for 2 steps, yeah. Actually, wisdom, it depends.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like a key down there, it could absolutely be our power, and we just need bombs in order to get that key.
Bombs in ZL, that's all it
Yeah.
takes to be a 3-step. Depending if the bombs lock the other 2 bomb bags.
We have our usual CAC opener, so let's see if CAC like actually gives us anything today.
And we have a market opener. That's not very common.
Yeah, but it's nice to get these Harrold Castle checks early.
Ooh,
Requiem on Burning
Requiem
Cat.
on.
Oh,
Yep.
no, I don't like that.
Matt on the roof just giving us some nuts. A nut expansion, actually.
But Furlim's gonna
Spirit is
have to
foolish.
grind some cash. Ooh, that is huge. Because that means that Spirit can't be Courage, so,
Small blessings today. So we don't really have to worry about that Requiem.
nope, not at all.
Mostly just for that song.
Ooh, magic.
I feel like this is the second or third time that we have found magic in the windmill. Like, early in a seed.
It's the magic
Nice to have
windmill.
early. Well, I mean, when you play its song, it suddenly drains the well. So, it is kind of magical.
And there's minuets.
2 free and easy songs to get.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see this child opener from Furlim going ahead and doing a song route through Lon Lon Ranch. And that's a hook shot.
Damn.
Kind of loaded.
Since when is
Now you
it
can
locked?
actually you could just go into Forest Temple. Oh, old play. skipping the graveyard on Sean's end.
Interesting. And there's the owl.
Yep. But yes, Force could be... Well, Force can easily be 0 depending on where the other hook shot is, as well as Starry is.
I'm interested that Sean isn't even checking the hint, though, before running into Forest Temple.
Probably just thinking about Ganon's castle. I think that's a fair play, to be honest.
Yeah, not a terrible play at all.
Oh, didn't quite make it.
Oh, it's dead anyway. I'm going to be going into Kokiri Forest.
Yep.
See if Mido's loaded today.
Yeah, if Midos is a weapons storehouse or just broke. Going for the peak here. And that's just a key, so just worry about that later.
Yeah, I guess we'll see if Ganon's holding on to that piece today.
Well, Mido has something in his house.
Fire arrows.
Okay, with that magic, there's a fire source. As long as we don't have to go into Shadow Temple.
Guiltless, bowless, Phantom Ganon. With 2.5
Love to
hearts.
see it.
That's a risky play. I love it.
You can't even really do the 0 cycle if just hook shot. I mean, I think you could, but it's too much of a pain for me to learn. Taking advantage of that magic. But this is likely going to be like a couple cycles.
Yep.
That is the way of the Wanderer.
Oh god, there's quite a few things there.
Uh-oh.
But that,
Could it be Minuet?
well, it could be. It could also be that hook shot like we were talking about, which would bode really well for Sean.
And
Could even be
game
both.
set and matched.
And piece of heart.
Lovely.
Now, will Sean go for the Deku Tree hints while he's here?
It feels like he's gotta.
Because it actually did decide...
He's
Oh,
not.
he's gonna skip it.
Oh.
Because it actually did decide a match a while ago.
He's going for it now.
I think that almost just
Rhapsody
forgot
Path to
about it.
Courage. Kakariko Path to Courage.
Maybe for that hook shot.
For that magic.
Yeah. Either of those two. Inside
Ganon's Castle to Wisdom. And DMT of Wisdom. That is our second CAC Wisdom, and they're both on the tree.
Yeah, those cat the courages. We need to keep an eye out to see if we find another one, because that would indicate that there are multiple items in CAC that are essential for that path to courage. It would also tell us something interesting about like where the items are for courage, since it prioritizes dungeons that have items first whenever making it.
Yep.
Zora's Domain is
Source Domain
foolish.
is foolish. Eliminate.
Kayla, we have gotten a couple of wisdom hints. We have gotten that wisdom inside Ganon's castle, and I think it was DMT.
And Shawn is going back to Kakariko. Probably wants to grab more. Oh no, he's not Kakariko. He's gonna go to
Gan's castle.
yeah. Makes sense. There's water trial. There's forest trial. There's also shadow trial 1 and spirit trial 1. As well as the boss key chest. But this very well could be 0, depending on where the things like a bomb bag or Kokiri's sword are. Ooh, that's big.
Ooh. There's the
boomerang.
Boomerang.
That could be something.
Nothing in the water trial.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Water also has courage. And, ooh, that's a bow on Kokiri's sword chest.
Nice.
What's
But yeah,
interesting
water is
though,
perfect.
water is our only temple so far that has been hinted, which makes me kind of worried about like where some of these items are at.
So has inside Ganon's castle.
The fact that there are 2 wisdom hints on locations that are not song locations makes me firmly believe that wisdom is not actually in bottom of the well unless bombs are locked by something at one of those locations.
Yeah, it could very well be like one of them is blocking the bomb bag, and then the other actually is the bomb bag.
I'm thinking bottom of the well probably has power.
But it can't be a
They
0
can't.
step because you need Song of Storms regardless.
We started off with it though.
Yeah, but
But
it's
it's
one
still a
step still.
step.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's how steps work. It taught me last time. Oh, is Shawn grabbing a fairy here? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's getting a fairy. Oh no. Okay, never mind. He just wanted to get
He
his extra seeds spitting at him. Makes sense. Because yeah, you're definitely gonna need that. And a chew pack. Sorry, it's
The boss key chest has the Triforce piece and
it could. It's not guaranteed because for all we know, we could have another dungeon where we could have like a bit deeper into forest where it could still be 0 steps.
Yeah, Furlim's going to be following in Shawn's footsteps, and Furlim does have a little bit more information than Shawn, or at least some different information, so it'll be interesting to see what he does.
The boomerang was in Forest Trial. Shawn, I think, is going back into forest. Because we did see a key. But, not much you can...
no, he's safe quitting.
Yeah.
Or we
No,
know
he's
he's
not
not.
back in. Assemble your own boomerang. Imagine the next Legend of Zelda game where you could actually assemble all your weapons.
Yeah, Breath of the
would
Wild
be
was missing out on
hilarious.
crafting.
Shadow
that
Temple Path to Courage.
Ugh, you hate to see it.
Just like every weapon, it's just like instead of actually getting the item in the dungeon, you just get pieces. Yep. Shadow Temple probably then locks something in. Which would probably explain the magic being the path then.
Yeah, that would make a whole lot of sense.
It could easily be, though, for anything else, but I think magic's pretty reasonable. Not the key. I already know where 2 of our keys are. Yeah, the back half of Shadow. Of course, we could always just find another hook shot.
Let's see what
No,
these stones are here in inside Gan's Castle.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
And DMT Wisdom.
I think we saw that earlier.
Yep.
Let's see you.
Kakariko Wanderer still.
Yeah, it's interesting. Our brothers are kind of tracing over each other's steps a little bit at this point. It is going to be interesting to see where Shawn goes after finishing these Kokiri Forest checks.
I think it actually is just Jabu full stop. All it needs is a Rudo's letter.
Yep, and then
a way
there's
of
our 3
accessing
step.
It could easily be in Death Mountain Trail.
Yep. We just still need a bomb bag, or actually, a bomb bag would make that a 4 steps, so it would have to be a scale. And if we could get scale and bomb bag at the same time, that would make it a 2-step. Unless you can, if you can immediately get the bomb bag, that would make it a 2-step.
Ooh, and early furores on the shooting gallery game is actually really nice.
And now we're getting the Zora's River, a pretty good opener for Triforce Blitz, because one thing that happens a lot in these settings is hints are so powerful in these settings.
Indeed.
Because you get so few, like, sometimes hints actually clogging up the hint way, which only really tell you one thing about an area, and that it's not foolish. But not much else. And 20 skulls is the big Goron sword. Not needed. Unless you're desperately wanting to save that 10 minutes at that point.
And Zora's Domain
Domain
is
is
still
foolish.
foolish.
That's a pretty good foolish to get. Probably, but like, who cares about Big Stabby at this point? We need to focus more on getting those pieces of cheese, yellow slices.
Yes.
And DMC Path to Courage.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of really good courage hints, and a lot of them out in the overworld, which kind of implies that we're not going to have to do a ton of dungeon dipping in order to get the items we need to get that courage. Mind, we do need 11 steps, so there's a lot of items to find, but if a lot of stuff was in dungeons, we would be seeing more of those hints already.
I mean, we have Water and Shadow, which are like kind of long dungeons, but
Meow.
Yes, Thunder is awake this morning, saying hi to everyone here on Silver Gauntlets.
I'm gonna assume that the courage pieces in GTG.
it's possible. We don't know. Depends on where Epona's is.
Fire arrows were sitting in Mido's house, Tobias.
Not sure why Mido had some cherry candy.
He's gonna save it for later.
Yes. He wanted to share it with Saria, because you know.
That's the third key in there. And both of them diving hard for skulls, which is a very reasonable play. Because 10, I think, is worth getting out of the way really early in these settings. Especially when you have Kak as Wanderer and as a path. Dompe race.
Yeah, we're getting all of those graveyard checks that we missed earlier from SDGShawn, so maybe there'll be something nice here. With Lullaby, we can also go check Composer's Grave, see if the song is sitting there. Because we still need to find out where Saria's is to kind of solidify, like, what's Path and what's Wanderer here in Kakariko.
And on top of that, when Furlim does this, then he'll be able to grab it. Like the chest as well. In the Royal Tomb.
Oh.
Hoggers!
I had
Don't
to
you
be
mean hogger
careful.
boots?
Hogger boots. But yeah, I'm trying so hard not to spoil it because like their individual streams are ahead for me.
So something we need to keep an eye out for is with those hovers in forest, we need to be looking for a forest courage path. Because if a forest courage path doesn't show up, then we don't have to go super deep into shadow.
It'll only be the first 2 checks, which is a huge hint. Like,
so that's some really important information for our runners to be looking for.
But we will be getting the song off of the grave, and if that is Saria's, then Minuet locks Saria's.
Yeah, and again, that'll give us some really important information for what might be our Wanderer versus what's our path to courage.
I'm just thinking just how crazy fast these seeds would be if you could actually do some of the glitches that you can in DDR. Like how crazy fast they would be. And that was some song on It's Vanilla.
It's a pretty nice song to get there, because now you can just go check Sun's grave and be over with it. And that was the deciding factor in a raise, like, earlier in the tournament.
Yep. And so, here's something interesting too, is Bolero is logically available to us. Because the bow hitting the cornflower and knocking Link the Goron is in logic.
Yeah, we have both Hook and we also have those hover boots. So either one of those will get us across the gap to go get that check.
Of course, hover boots are still locked by Hook, so
Ooh, true.
yeah, we have a lot of forest keys suspiciously early. And furlim wins game, set, and match.
What an exciting match of tennis.
But we'll be finally getting to see what's on top of DMC, as well as potentially the Storm's Grotto there.
Yeah, a big advantage that Furlim has going into like whatever Furlim does next is that Furlim does have those bomb juice, so can get some out of
what's that
logic
there?
bomb checks.
Oh, it's a slingshot. Oh, it's a slingshot. Oh no.
Goma in logic soon?
Target in the woods. To peek this one as well. Yeah, you can't really peek from that wall, unfortunately. Okay, so that's nothing. So got a slingshot, but I don't know about what much else. And Furlim is also making his way over to Ganon's castle. Probably looking to do Spirit Trial first. Let's see. Is it slingshot or is there something in here? I'm thinking there's something in here. And
It would be pretty nice.
There is something in here. Water to courage again. And
Bruno's ladder!
There's Bruno.
I knew it!
So,
I'm thinking we're probably just okay. No, the storms just made it 3 steps.
yes it did. Especially if Scale's available somewhere.
Gale's available, and so is a bomb bag.
Yeah.
Or 2 scales are available, because neither of them lock each other, then it would still be just 3 steps. But yeah, 3. Wisdom is very obviously in Jabu, but we don't know where in Jabu.
Yeah, I would agree on that guess that Jabu is the best bet for that wisdom, and it looks like Shawn is kind of thinking the same thing.
Shawn can get some bomb shoes. I think that's where he's gonna rush. But the question comes down to, now, where the heck is this power piece?
Yeah, that is a great question.
We just know it can't be in spirit, because fool.
It's great to see Shadow 2 done, like, within 30 minutes.
Yep. I mean...
Oh!
Bullied by the skull. But thankfully, hovers. Ooh. That always, like, makes me nervous here. But having that Sun Song is incredibly convenient for Shawn. Being able to manage time of day like this.
So I went back in the Discord specifically to find this, and as far as that 0 piece, luckily there are certain places that it cannot be with 0, so Deku, water, and well can't be because you need at least one item to get into any of those locations, and it can't be an ice Jabu or shadow, so unfortunately we aren't going to find 2 pieces here in Jabu if there is a piece sitting in there. So the only places that 0 piece could be are Dodong's Cavern, Fire Temple, Forest, GTG, or Ganon's. And we haven't found it in Ganon, so we've reduced it down to 4 locations they could possibly be hiding.
I'm thinking it's probably, like, either fire or Dodongos. Because the Dodongos is probably the most tech dense for 0. But yeah, I think Shawn is just going to rush his way over to Zora's River. Because he knows where a piece... Like, I think he has a pretty good idea where a piece is at this point. Because he has both hints. And he knows what he got from them too, so... Oh my god.
There it is!
There's our 0.
Power. So,
yep, that's definitely our power piece.
So here's 2 things interesting. There's another hook shot, which means that hookshot is probably Wanderer then in Kakariko, as I said before. But it also means that there are 2 bomb bags out that don't block each other. Because,
and that has interesting implications for our courage piece, too. Because we need to find where those bomb bags are at.
But yeah, I don't know if Shawn's gonna go back to that. But this does mean that we know where our power piece is now. And we know where our wisdom piece is, but where's the courage piece?
Yeah, that courage piece is going to definitely be some question marks. And this really might come down to whether or not one of them finds the courage piece, because I think it's very possible we will see all 3 pieces this race.
But I do know, at least for a fact, that neither hook is a step, an individual step, and there are 2 bomb bags out there. And there's also a scale out there somewhere too, because then ZL would still be a step if it was just bomb bags.
Yeah, that would also bode well for this Jabu play.
Yeah.
Having those multiple bomb bags out there and most likely the scale.
Shawn playing it safe, getting all the skulls that he can. He knows that Zora's River doesn't have very much. In fact, I imagine it's like unhinted foolish. Because it has absolutely nothing to seed.
City is way to courage, so we'll see if there's... Oh! Okay, yeah. What did I just say?
But that's not path, though. That's the interesting bit. Because think about it. What I just said earlier about what was in... Because then that would be... Power would be 1 step instead of 0.
Yeah, that also implies that there's either a strength or another bow available somewhere in order to get that bomb back. And Gerudo Valley Path to Courage as well. Again, finding a lot of overworld locations.
But yeah, that means that there's actually something else in Goron City.
Makes me wonder where Sarias is hiding, because we might see a dancing dad, and that's gonna be kind of a rough one to route in for our runners.
The piece of power was in Ganon's castle. I know that for a fact because that bomb bag is logically available in Goron City.
Rip.
Because that can't be an 11-step piece in Ganon's castle. Because we have 2 dungeons available. So it's because it's the reason why is because that particular chest, the invisible one, you require actually having a bomb chew. That's why bomb bag is important for that particular chest.
Path to courage with those hovers.
Forest. So yeah,
bubble extension is
explains
not
those
logical.
hovers. Yeah, so getting that Path to Courage Forest really explains those hovers, especially knowing that we have to go into Shadow later. So that all makes sense, that all lines up.
Yep, which means that so whatever is in Shadow is likely just before, the pot. And there's a wallet.
Free money.
But that does mean something about this seed for sure, is that,
Hyrule Castle Foolish.
it's like how hookshot extension is not logically, not logical either, but you could actually use hookshot extension for the Gerudo Valley Bridge, though it's actually banned in Standard because of how difficult it is relative to other tricks. That's also why Hookless Shadow and Hookless Spirit is banned, specifically Hookless Twinrova entry.
Shawn's not having a good fight here against Baronade. Finally getting there. As Furlim picks up his Rudo's letter.
Now the question is Furlim going to think about Jabu as that location for that 3rd wisdom piece, or is Furlim going to clean up some more adult stuff before going back child?
My thinking is it's probably gonna wait a bit. Probably wants to follow up on Courage for a bit. Oh, I would still grab that. But Shawn's probably gonna go back into Jabu. Because, it's a 3-piece at this, a 3-step at this point. And it's just better to aggressively, rush this one.
Yep.
Especially with, the boomerang found. But yeah, Furlim is thinking about Jabu as well. But I'm pretty happy to have, sometimes having those more obvious paths where it tells you outright the item that kind of need. And yeah, we're getting raided by Caesar.
Thank you for the raid, Caesar.
Welcome to the party.
Yep, as Shawn has a few minutes till he gets his first piece. And I don't know if he's going to actually grab the power piece anytime soon.
Yeah, it might be a while.
It's very easy to get lost in these settings. Especially when you get to the long end of things. Well, since we haven't done Child Lake, I imagine that there's a scale there.
Yeah, it could totally be a scale there. It could also be something hiding on one of the Hyrule field tracks.
Actually, this is probably one of the friendlier seeds I've actually rolled, so...
Yeah, not so terrible so far.
Yeah.
Especially with this
Because
being
I had a-
spins away from being able to get into Shadow.
Yeah, because I had a 17-step one with ZL on stones, and I knew where my last piece was, but it was physically impossible to do it in 2 hours because Fire Temple had hover boots on Hammer Chest, and then Bongo Bongo had the last piece. And it was a 17-step piece as well. Yeah, Triforce hunt can be pretty cursed sometimes. Especially when you get close to 20 or past 20 steps. You know that the seed's just gonna bring you on a cross-country running spree. And that's probably wisdom right there.
Well, let's see.
Long shot!
Oh my goodness. So, that's probably why CAC is Wanderer then, because that's not hookshot blocked at all.
Indeed.
Because the bomb bag in Goron City isn't blocked by hookshot. Oh no.
Oh no, the frog. That's Nell.
Yeah, it's around these. But the thing about once you get to 15 or more, it's cursed. Oh my god.
Oh,
Frogs are making the game run at like a frame per second.
Oh my god. The lag.
oh god, the frog noises.
Oh no.
Okay, that's worth a clip.
That's worth a clip if anyone wants it.
The frog's killing the game.
This is the sound I am going to hear when I die.
Well, I know what sound I'm hearing in hell.
Frogs.
I don't think... This is a dead check. This check will always be dead. Oh no! And we can't switch over to...
So we have to live with the frogs. The frogs are just...
Oh no!
Frogs are love, frogs are life.
Frogs.
And the thing too is we can't even switch audio because Shawn doesn't have clean audio.
Furlim, please save the game.
Save the game, just give it... just... Oh my god.
Wait, how did that even happen?
Yeah, I need
and
to
now
know
it's
how
got
that happened. Oh no. Oh.
Oh my
Is
god.
it even playing like that on his end, or is it just his stream?
That's a great question.
No, it's not his stream. Because I'm looking at his stream, and the number's running just fine. It's the
Game's
game.
running fine?
Oh,
I
the
see.
game is
It's just
running
kind of a sick
like
beat
that.
that we've got going.
We're making a new song.
Yeah, everyone, I don't think that you expected it, but today we're doing some EDM lessons. Here's our other phone bag.
So, I said that bomb bag was not pathed in Goron City. It stopped. The sound has stopped.
Oh no!
Okay, we're free
Oh.
for a second.
It looks like the game is starting to run a little bit faster now. Ooh. But it was a really good song. I think it puts Soldier Boy to shame.
Yeah,
It's
that's going to be the
Frog.
new hit of the summer. You want your
Frogman.
hot girl summer music? That was it.
It's a song called Frogs in the Rain by Furlim. Make sure to pick up the next singles for your summer tunes. I hope it makes top 40s.
40s. Let's make it top
God,
50.
I still hear it in my ears. I'm never going to be able to forget that sound.
No, we got riveting Polygon. I was thinking exactly that. I could still hear it in my mind.
Yes.
And sometimes that is the best. Gerudo Valley to Courage.
Yes, we saw that
Valley
hint in Domain. No one's gone there yet.
So it's not on Furlim's stream, it's actually the game itself running like this. Or at least that's the game feed running like this.
Yes.
Because the timer is running perfectly fine. It's no lag, no latency whatsoever.
Furlim, please save and quit.
That is one hell of a way to flex on the fact that you got the piece first.
Yep. Hammer!
Yeah,
I think that's the path you were talking about before.
Yep, makes sense to me. Like I said, there's no way that the bomb bag could have been there because the power piece was
in Ganon's castle in Spirit Trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm also reluctant to believe that that hammer is our path to courage, unless it's needed for like hammer rocks.
Hammer rocks. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, but Gerudo Valley is path to courage. Okay, I'm starting to see it all come together.
Yep.
Oh,
so,
he's fighting with the game, and why is he not resetting?
Yeah, that's... it's been, what, 5 minutes? And he's been in this area. Or is it maybe our side that's, like, screwed up? Oh.
Didn't quite get it. That rug was too soft for him.
Okay, that's at least worth a question, I think.
I think you... Oh, did you ask him about what's happening in game? Wait! What?
Oh my god, it's the stream feed for his game!
Yep, he's now in Rudo's.
In Jabu.
Yeah, in Jabu.
So we get to play a little bit of a game of like putting together where he's at.
So it's his capture card that's having the issue then.
Yep.
Yeah, because I knew he was playing
VC.
So yeah. I'm thinking it's OBS, because if you see his stream, the tracker and the timer are running smoothly.
But it's just the video feed itself having problems. At least we got to hear Frogs in the Rain.
Yeah.
And a little cheeky bit of chickens.
We also, gentle nudge to trackers, need to light up that piece of wisdom for SDGShawn. Oh wait, no, we haven't found wisdom. God, why did I think we found wisdom?
We did find wisdom. Well, Furlim hasn't yet, but...
Gosh, I have already forgotten what we haven't seen in this seed. Jeez. It is time for me to go back to bed.
Almost forgot I was also monitoring this. But I'm thinking it's probably a bug with the capture card.
Yeah. It'd have to be.
Because even the audio is kind of going a buggy. Ooh, Sean going into well.
That's I'm not sure how I feel about that call. We've kind of agreed that like bomb bags aren't going to be our 3-step at this point. That means I don't think that there are any 3-step block checks in bottom of the well.
I think furlim now is actually I'm not maybe I'm not sure, should we? Because this is the tricky bit. Okay, it's back. It's back.
Playing normally.
Working. Yeah.
He is, and in the middle of the Baronade fight, nonetheless.
I think he just got the second piece. I have to check. Because if he leaves, it's pretty obvious he's already gotten the piece. Because especially with Furlim's information, he'd know that Jabu is the piece of wisdom. Oh, not even going for the 50 here.
Indeed.
Oh my god. People really want to be serenaded by frogs. And there's the shield.
Pog for dead spirit temple, but at least it's something he can't get rid of. By those damn likes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got the long shot, and I'm not sure about the other piece. I think he should have grabbed it. So,
are we positive there was another piece in Jabu? Because I thought it was just the long shot.
Oh right, no, you're right. You're right. Because Sean didn't get a piece. That's right. Oh my god, is it? Yeah, it could be an ice then.
Ooh, ice is a good guess.
Or, So, if Saria's is somewhere, it could be, but the problem is it's already 3 steps to get that long shot.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be ice at this point.
But the problem is too is that Rang is was was it? No, it's not.
We do. Is it Rang? Wait. Could it be sitting in Water Temple on Morpha? Except you'd need both long shots, so it would automatically be a 2-step. Ugh. Yeah, figuring out like how that rank plays into things is definitely a question.
Yeah, ZL is kind of behind Minuet. Of course, if we find a... Depends on where Saria's is, too.
Was that a GTG
Yeah.
Foolish?
No, Gerudo Fortress Foolish.
Okay.
Well, for now it is, because it's in Minuet, but... For all we know, we could actually have access to Saria's without ZL. Because we do have so Nocturne's on
Requiem. Requiem's on Nocturne, Nocturne's on Bolero.
Yeah.
Bless you.
So if Saria's is in ice, then yes, ZL is hard Minuet locked. However, if there's a lens somewhere, then it could be, if it is Saria's, it's a very convoluted way to get over there, that's for sure.
Hood, what was our forest medallion today? Was that DC? Because I'm wondering if we need the Burning Cack song for something. Because that's the only
think
other
it's
thing
fire.
I can think of. Okay.
Yeah, forest is fire,
And we saw that hammer too. So, which was only bomb locked, but that's not a step. That the bomb, like blowing up, like the Goron, isn't a step.
So assuming there are multiple ways,
Strength.
there's our strength. So assuming there are multiple ways into Zora's domain, we're at 2 steps with Boomerang and Rudos. Assuming you need that hammer to go get whatever song is sitting on Burning Cat for... But I don't know what that would be. Yeah, this is hurting my brain. Because the only songs that could be would be Seria's, Epona's, Prelude, or Bolero, and like, and none of those would necessarily lead us to a 3
Why
count.
is inside Ganon's castle like path to wisdom for? Because we only saw the Rang, and the only check we have left is light trial.
Well, did we do the shadow trial check?
Yeah, Furlim did because he had fire arrows, and it was nothing.
But yeah, Rudo's being locked by storms is already a step, and then getting into Jabu is a step. Like Jabu area is a step, but like, where does the Rang come into this? Other than for long shot.
Is a big question mark at this point.
Because the hook shot itself is already available. Alright, cool.
Thank you, KLO.
It's just that medallion, like, dungeon reward information isn't nearly as valuable in Triforce Blitz. Because you already, like, you're just looking for the pieces.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking about it now. What if it's just like a really, really... Oh my god, I just thought of it now. So, what if it's like... Okay, what spirits, though? Okay, so spirit is a stone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm trying to... Yeah, so here's the funny thing is... Yeah, Burning Cack itself would be higher than 3 because of Jabu alone. But where does the Rang fit into all of this?
Yeah, and that's really... Because I can't think of any other checks that, like, the Rang would be hard required for.
Woo!
Or even soft required for.
Another
It's
bow.
not for Spirit, because Spirit's foolish.
Well...
We're doing something that Valve doesn't do normally.
3.
Counting to 3. Very clean recoil from Shawn. But like,
Are there any other checks on DMT that we have not seen?
we have the Sphere Zero bow, but and we saw another bow somewhere that wasn't bow locked.
So we've only seen 2 bows so far. We saw the bow in the K-Sword chest, and we also just now saw the one on the Composer Grave. Which, the one on the Composer Grave is...
Oh wait, that is bow
locked.
locked for now. Yeah. Okay, so...
Rudo's was locked by Storms.
Storms locked it, so that's already a step on its own.
Because I'm thinking that if Ruda's letter is in some way, like, not our item,
Like it's
then
the
we'd have-
slingshot. But the thing is that it just only unlocked the bomb bag, but we already had a bomb bag available from our bow. And our strength, which are both in Sphere Zero locations. Like, unless we could find a... what if all 3 strengths are available, and it's actually for something in Light Trial?
But that would still be a 3. That would still like each of the strengths would still be a step on its own for Light Trial, because you would if you removed any
No,
of
No, how it works is that if you can get all 3 of them at the same time, they count as a single step.
I thought that Ella explained that each of them would be separate, but I could be misremembering. So yeah, it could be something sane in Light Trial.
I think that's how it works. Yeah, because I know that Forest isn't quite 0. Because we haven't found Sarya's yet.
Yeah, and at this
Yeah,
point...
okay, they would be 3 steps. I misremembered it. Oh, that's a strength.
There's our strength on 10 skulls.
That's not locked by that other strength.
Yeah, so if there's something... If that 3rd strength's available and something's like strength 2 locked, then none of those would be spent.
Yeah,
But if
fire is
something
always.
was all three, then each one of those is an individual step because you need all three.
Yeah, Jabu already itself requires 3 steps this season because Storms locks Rudos. We still haven't seen the fairy would be a 1 step at least in DMT, which could have an item.
Ooh,
Or
has no
actually-
one the fairy yet?
I think furlim may have, but I am not 100% sure. Oh, there's the wallet there.
Wait, where was there a wallet?
In DMT. It was on the ferry, I think. Because there's the slingshot, but the slingshot led to nothing.
Yeah, I don't like that wallet being there.
So
So,
it's
fire.
likely that wisdom is fire then?
I don't know. Because the thing, too, is the slingshot throws it off. Not the slingshot, the rang in Ganon's castle, like, throws it off.
Yep.
Like, it really throws it off.
Yeah, if
Oh,
anyone
there's
thinks
something in
anything
Goron
else
City.
that like a boomerang could be used for, let us know.
Bottle.
And
DMT Wanderer. Oh my god.
Now
Oh.
things are starting to get spicy.
Oh my god, if that's for the wallet. Ugh.
yeah, or
That
for
just
that
really-
slingshot.
It's probably the slingshot because the bomb bag. Oh, this really muddies the waters.
List. The Triforce itself could be in light trial, but it would have to be courage and not wisdom at this point. And we'd need to find where that, and it would depend on where that third strength is hiding.
This is a real brain scratcher of a scene.
This is way too much thinking for 9 in the morning, which, by the way, happy 1 hour, folks. This has been so insane that I didn't even notice we hit 1 hour.
Well, to be fair, when we get a crazy, 3-step like this,
And our runners are just moving.
Moving.
Schmoovin'. But yeah, this is quite a puzzle. That's for sure.
Indeed.
That's why I've been talking about the courage one,
Yeah.
which I'm almost certain is like probably like light trial.
Yeah, I don't think light trial's a horrible guess. I also wouldn't be surprised to find something in like Deku at this
Oh
point,
my
depending on
God.
where that.
Okay, well,
So I don't think it's for the
to be a
wallet.
wanderer.
Okay.
So yeah, it is Rudo's letter. Oh my god.
Would make sense because it could be an ice cavern.
Yeah, and I still think Ice Cavern is sort of our best bet for where Wisdom's at this point. Except you can't use Boomerang in Ice Cavern. What the heck?
And there's
Oh,
that
gold.
takes care of that light prediction, that light trial prediction, because that's available. So, what's path? Oh, is it possible that Shadow is path for Iron Boots to go into water to get
Dins.
something
K-Sword.
else?
K-Sword off
No,
of
it can't.
Morpha.
Yeah, K-Sword off of Morpha.
I bet you that's it.
Oh my god, that is just cursed. Horribly cursed.
That's right, though. At least that isn't super obfuscated. Like, it's not really tricky to follow that if you're watching these items very carefully.
Whew. That's a relief. And Shawn got a heart.
What if, instead of the boomerang, there's something in Light Trial? Because right now the boomerang is throwing us off. But
Yep.
none of those strengths are locked by other items that aren't. So there's. Because you can get the hammer, you can get the bomb bag. So none of those count as steps.
Mhm.
What if there's just. Or. I'm just thinking, it's crazy. This seed is like really racking my brain here.
Something in Light Trial isn't there.
It's a bleed.
Yeah, and I'm
But-
really going to talk to Ella about, like, strength logic after this, because, like, that would explain everything as if the strengths are not counting as a step.
Because
This
I know
could
each
also be-
individual strength isn't a step on their own, but like, is it 3 strengths for strength 3 as 1 step or as 3 steps? Yeah, whatever's in light is 4. That is also true.
Are we certain that that inside Gan's castle was path to wisdom? Could it have been path to courage?
No, both of our runners have it on their trackers for wisdom.
Okay.
Yep. So it's not, if it is a mistake, then it's not just us who's making it. That's what I'm trying to say, is that if it's us, because it looks like they also have made that mistake as well, and both of our runners, so I don't think...
Furlim's going straight to Ganon's castle now. And I think Shawn's going to go into the fire temple.
Yeah, I think he's going into Ganon's castle. I think he's trying to rack his brain around it too, because I have no clue. I think, yeah, this is definitely something we're going to have to ask Eligachwa on this one. Because none of those strengths locked each other, but all 3 of them together should be 3 steps.
Yeah, definitely we're pinging Eligatua for this one afterwards.
As this seed's, because the only thing the boomerang locked was a long shot, but,
I
that
guess.
hook shot was available already, and that would be 4 steps.
Yeah,
this-
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, this is great for GDQ. It's fast, it has some really quirky logic sometimes. Oh my god,
I would
is this...
love to
that's
see this as an
something-
SDGQ.
Although trying to explain steps,
Just a
that's
slingshot.
a slingshot.
Just a slingshot, so that's not gonna be it.
Nope.
Nothing in there. Okay. We just need a key.
Sodium, I think that all of the commentators would have to like go into a death match for who would commentate it.
Or maybe a Triforce Blitz of their own. Okay, so it's nothing in Light Trial.
Yep, which we kind of suspected, and that at least confirms that we remember our logic correctly.
Yeah.
I think Furlim's gonna rush ice.
Yeah, I think that's his plan as well. It's about the only thing left. This wisdom piece is on life support at this point. But first you gotta eat that rock. And that's
Yeah,
not
like
even
you're here, you
counting
might as
courage. Like, courage at this point, what is in courage? Is it like in Shadow Temple or Water Temple? Because what if... Okay, so we need to find the Iron Boots first. Alright, was this anything? No.
Nope.
Strength 3 is complete bait. Didn't we also get an inside Ganon's Castle Wanderer, or am I mistaking it?
No. Our only two wanderers so far have been Kakariko, which is for that hook shot, and DMT, which is probably for
The wallet.
the wallet.
Or the slingshot, because the slingshot already fulfills that. For the bomb bag on target in the woods. Yeah, courage is probably Deku. No, that was dead. Also, that would be
Rivers was
past the.
foolish, I think.
I don't know if it was foolish. Domain? Yeah, it's foolish. River is foolish anyway.
I thought it was Domain that was foolish.
Both are.
Also, the moment you have access to Zora's River with the scale or a bomb bag, you can do it with the chicken, so the Rang strat doesn't work. And hovers, yes, learn
Forgetting
forest.
about chickens.
Like,
Oh, and here's a GTG play from Furlim.
makes
Or
sense.
getting
You
the
might as
camera
well
lock.
just, this is a path location.
And that hammer could very
Oh
well
my
be our
God.
path.
And he can't get it because Sean's the one with the hammer off of Rolling Boron.
The hot
Oh,
rodder had the
no.
hammer.
Ooh, that bodes ill. This is why you full
And
clear
Sean's about to
your
get this,
path locations.
But man, this is a really cursed seed. Really cursed. So Dodongo's is a 0 step, but the problem is here it takes it past the 3-step threshold for the Song off the Storms.
Yeah, Yeah, at this point, the only two places that a zero step could be would be fire and GTG. So this GTG play is not terrible. Oh, except
That's
already has
true.
power, right?
That's very true. With none of the strengths locking each other, Hammer Rocks is probably the path item then. I'm thinking it's Dins. Dins or Irons.
I bet that it is Dens to get into Shadow, to get, like you said,
irons.
irons for water. So
And then
let's,
that's probably the K-Sword then.
yeah.
And
Ooh.
then Deku is probably the piece to courage. It's a cursed idea, but I mean, that's possible.
Yeah, I'm...
Alright. We haven't seen this one yet, and choose. Oh, 1 health. About the only thing could be left for that. I can see why people are getting thrown away from going to ice.
And there's magic in GTG.
And that's not even magic locked. So looks like Shawn is making his way over to the Gerudo Valley area as well. But he'll be able to actually check Hammer Rocks. If it's Dins, immediately rush Shadow.
So if the item... So I'm counting...
Well, it makes it magic locked, it just doesn't contribute to the magic step anymore.
I'm counting 10 to get us to Deku. So I'm probably off somewhere, but that does make Deku a really good bet for where Courage is.
You forgot Nocturne.
Nocturne, there's our
itself is a
11.
full step.
And
Also-
there's Dins!
Okay,
I
yeah, if you
think
rush
we
Shadow.
figured it out. So everyone, if
Oh
you want
my
to see what we
God.
think the logic chain is, it's sitting in chat.
And there's Nehru's. And there's a second piece! I knew it would be GTG!
Oh my god, that's... Is
Give me
that...
my points.
What
I'm
piece
about
is
to
that?
be rich. That has to be our wisdom.
Yeah, but how does the Rang fit into this, is my question. Oh, long shots!
Yes.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Because it's a 0 step to get into GTG, but to cross the bridge, it's a 3 step. Yep, that is piece 3, wisdom.
That's like the only thing it could be at this point, because that's far too few steps.
Yeah, and I think that we are spot on with where the other piece is.
Oh, it's... The only thing I could possibly think of is Epona's song is somewhere.
Eponas could be sitting in Ice Cavern, which would make it 3 steps. Which would give us 2 different ways to cross.
I see. Oh, I got it now. So, it's spirit access to get the song off of AD.
And that's possible too.
Because the thing is the it has to be something along those lines where Requiem actually isn't hard required.
Yeah, so what it comes down to is that, and I've asked Ella about this before, but there are multiple ways to cross that are basically all locked behind getting into Jabu.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Which would be our long shot and Eponas. But because we don't know actually what's on our Burning Hack. So if Burning Hack is our Eponas, that would be a second way to cross.
Because there's multiple ways to actually cross. It should be Wanderer. So... But the problem is like, again, the boomerang itself is 1 piece. Rudo's is 3 steps. Spirit is barren, but there's still a song from completing Spirit. Because the Dodongo's Cavern is a 0-step dungeon. We have a 0-step stone, 2 0-step stones.
The KLO, what the logic has to be is that there have to be multiple ways to cross, but they are locked behind us for whatever reason, getting into Jabu, or having that boomerang in some way.
Like, I really don't get the inside cannons for Wisdom one, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one to, like, pop in and have some people answer some questions about.
Yep. 100%.
Now we need to see, like, is furlim going to ever go back for that hammer?
But basically, Chloe, the boomerang basically locks both ways to getting to GGG. That's what it comes down to.
Right, and that's what I'm pretty sure the logic is pointing to.
Because Storms is one, Rudo's is one, then it's the Rang. Because it locks both Longshot and Burning Kakariko.
Might see a Child Goron City now. But
Let's cross
Furlim
our fingers.
Furlim is firmly in the lead.
But what actually I'm thinking too is that it's the whatchamacallits, so BK we know is Requiem, but it could Requiem could either have the either have Eponas or it's on Burning Cack. Not Burning Cack. Yeah, because Requiem or all stones. But yeah, Furlim at this point has a huge edge. Because yeah.
So one thing that we haven't routed into our logic yet is that we don't know what's in Crater for that Path to Courage.
Well, Nocturne wasn't
I think it's Nocturne.
Ah,
Yes.
there we go.
Because Shadow is Path to Courage.
Forgot where Nocturne was at. Excellent. Okay, now we have all of our path hints figured out.
But yeah, basically, Boomerang and Rudo Slider both lock all your means of getting to GTG. That's all it comes down to.
And the Iron Boots run Shadow, which means going into Water Temple. And
Yeah,
then
I
going
almost-
into Water Temple.
I'd actually just abandon Shadow from Sean's perspective. After all, Hook was Wanderer.
Yeah, the only downside for Sean is that Sean does not have furrours, so can't just easily, like, is probably thinking about that and thinking about the fact that, like, if he leaves and there is something else in here, that's going to be quite the walk
Speaking of
back.
which,
There's another bow!
it's his first bow! That's actually his first bow.
Yes.
That's
stick.
definitely not bow locked, that's for sure. Yeah. I think now we got the whole chain behind it, because I actually remember my first seed where Requiem, or not Requiem, Minuet was actually a path, because it locked all your other means of getting ZL. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh my god, Shadow has a lot.
Yeah, Shadow's just big chest after big chest after big chest.
Indeed.
Which is unfortunate for Sean. We know that, like, Sean needs to get out of here and head to water, but...
Well,
Oh,
that's
he's
what he's
making that
thinking.
play.
Hopefully has put together the logic, realizes there's something on Morpha.
I don't think it's on Morpha. Because here's the thing, Hookshot was Path to Wanderer in Kakariko.
No, the magic would have to be at this point because neither the magic was magic locked.
Neither.
Which
Minuet
which
is
would
already
put-
a pretty solid contender for being Courage Path.
totally, but
Because
it's
neither
also
Hookshot locked each other, so you could have gotten that.
yeah, it just puts it perfectly at 11 items if it is K-Sword on Morpha.
Could also be a big key chest as well.
Ooh, good point.
Because that's also hard BK locked. And that was a good, clean, quick grab from Sean. And getting it stuck to the door.
And this impossibly long cutscene.
It's a key.
And it's a key on Morpha. Okay, going deeper.
So it can now be just something in, depending where all the other 5 keys are, it could be like the Dark Link loop as well. Which we, okay, yeah, we do have Song of Time. So it could be River Chest. We haven't found another wallet, have we?
We have found both wallets. One of them was on Bomb Tree Bowling.
Okay. Right.
So we have, but we still haven't found the Zora tunic, have we?
We have not.
Hmm. We'll see where this path is in water. Because it can be anywhere in Deku Tree. It could even be on... Oh! That's a big chest on Cracked Wall.
Ooh.
Yes. Shoe struts, let's go!
Yeah, because Shawn would have to just rush GTG and Ganon's Castle, but I don't see him going to Ganon's Castle anytime soon. There's
There's
K-Shark.
our Victory Sword.
Not even
Alright.
long shot locked. I said it wouldn't be long shot locked. So they have to find 3 pieces before 2 hours ends.
And they're about an hour and 35 minutes in. And Furlim's got quite a lead right now.
Yeah, Furlim's got quite a lead, but also, like, not quite following this courage logic as well as Shawn does.
Yeah, because the lack of hammers going to be hurting him for a while.
I
But
don't
he does
think
know
Shawn
that-
knows that Spirit Trial 2 can actually now be 0 step at this point. Because if he went in, he could very well do this. Like, yeah. So he couldn't go to Spirit 2 because he didn't have a bow or a bomb shoe at all to check it.
And Hammer was sitting on Hot Rodder in Child Goron City, which is hinted, and I'm positive Furlim has seen.
That's what he's about to do. He's going to chase that logic.
This should hopefully set Furlim on the right path.
Yeah, he didn't have shoes or a bow at the time. If he did, he would have gotten that piece first because he was in Ganon's castle really early. Assuming that he's confident with the trick. Okay, so yeah, the sword is incredibly difficult. Oh, Shawn. Oh, he just about was going the way towards that first bow.
Alright, Shawn is in, and we're gonna get our answers to whether or not this courage piece is staying here in Deku, which it should be at this point.
Yeah, courage has to be in Deku, like 100%. So that's the amount of steps required, so I think it's similar to Spheres, but there are a few differences, stark differences between Spheres and steps.
The steps are just however many unique items you have to get in order to get to that piece. Which I actually posted the step logic for this piece earlier. So if anyone wants to see what that logic is, do.
Oh my god.
Light arrows. Oh my god, what a meme.
So I posted in chat, those are the 11 items that we needed in order to get to that piece.
Well, the second hook wasn't even required.
Then what would fill out those other 4 items then? I mean, is it like logically required to get to that piece?
Nope. All you need is ZL. Speaking of which, you need to put ZL in that there. Because that's actually required to get there.
And Minuet locked ZL.
And Minuet locked ZL, so that is, replace the 2
at
hooks with that, because hook at cat,
We'd still be short by 3 items then. Interesting. But regardless, there is our courage piece.
But, no, the 2 hooks, neither hook, you actually are required, though. So that's the timer icon that tells, who has the advantage, basically. And Dacre's loaded. Ooh, Furlim using that...
Lens of truth.
Oh my god.
That explains the spirit foolish part.
Yeah, but also explains why the wisdom piece is only 3 steps. Because that, like, nothing in wisdom is actually locked by that. Locks that.
Alright, and now Furlim is hard chasing these hens. I think Furlim's probably got it figured out.
Yeah, I think Furlim is probably gonna win this. Knows that.
Yeah, if Furlim finds those irons and immediately ducks out, I think Furlim has enough time to make it over to Deku before the end of 2 hours.
Oh, 100%. I'm pretty sure Saria is hard Minuet locked at this point. Because I think Saria's is an ice cavern. Because that's the only thing that hasn't been confirmed as path yet in Kakariko. Because magic is a wanderer, and so are the hook shots. Actually, out of curiosity, I think I might ask one of our runners to go to Requiem to see if it's what I'm thinking it is. It's either like has to be Epona's there or something. Yeah, Minuet was in the windmill.
Yeah, I think it's a good bet that Epona's is out there with the 3-piece wisdom on GTG. I think that's kind of the only place it could be.
Yeah, it can't be in ice. It could be on Ocarina of Time song.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that Spirit Completion, depending on where the keys are,
require logical crossing.
Once
Thank you,
Furlim
Kalo,
finds the
for
irons-
figuring out where those other items were.
Looks like Sean's gonna go deeper in the forest. Or even ice.
Bro,
I think it's a nice
is useful
play.
to track because it is a good time save. So knowing who has furores kind of tells us a little bit about like who's able to get around like really, really quickly if they need to like backtrack.
Plus, it's genuinely just a safe item to have. Like, it may not be required, but it saves so much time over a seed if you can use it. Yeah, I don't see Sean doing that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain Furlim's gonna be taking his third piece fairly soon.
Yes, I mean, we know that it's pretty early in water, and Furlim probably knows where the last piece is at this point. Furlim is a compass person, just like me.
Same here. Unless you have to gold scale it.
Yeah, if you gold scale it, you can't do compass first, so... No, he's going for fire!
Interesting.
It's like I get it, but that's really not the play at this point. Although I guess it is possible that's a zero-step dungeon, so Sean's probably really hoping that Triforce piece is there.
Yep.
It is a zero-step dungeon, so it makes sense for him to do it. Well, at least if there's the first key in there, if it's an item on the chest there, then you should skedaddle. Yeah, Furlim is going to get his last piece before
Now
the
he just
timer's
notices
out, I
that
think.
it is a... he's gonna be grabbing his shoes.
Yep.
Then he'll most likely warp out.
Yeah.
About a warp and 2 save quits later. Or...
Yep.
Save quit and 2 warps later. That was a little quick.
A little bit on the early end. I think it was 3 flashes he did instead of 4.
Oh! We're getting it!
Oh, Sean going into Ganon's castle.
Furlim, you need to wait for the 4th one. I think that should do.
Yep, you got it.
Because it was just after the 3rd one.
Okay, if Sean goes into GTG, we have a race.
Yep.
But I think Furlim already has a bit too much of an advantage.
Yep.
Because he's going to warp out and save quit. He knows where that last piece is, whereas Sean is...
And he'll have to do it twice.
There's nothing that hints them, like, the pieces to their, where their location is, other than the step counter. You have to actually think about the logic more.
Yeah, nothing that hints exact location. There are some hints for like where the items are to get to the pieces, which will help you narrow down your locations.
That is Shadow 2 next.
Yeah, I think Furlim is probably gonna take this one.
Yep. And he'll be advancing.
Yeah, as a reminder to everyone watching, these are still the preliminary matches where we're sorting everyone into their brackets, so no one's out at this point. This will put Furlim in the winner's bracket, while Shawn will be going down to the Wanderer's bracket.
Yeah, Shawn is going to be going into the Wanderer bracket, realistically. Because this is not a GTG play. This is a fire. Looks like an ice play.
Yep.
Her and Courage were easy enough to figure out, but Wisdom was truly the interesting one. But it makes sense. It's for letter and
blocked by
rang.
each other. Really
To get the long
sort
shot.
of throws things off.
Yeah, the thing is, it's all about the fact that Requiem is probably Epona's song. Ooh, that's a big play. I like it, but unfortunately, it will not be paying out this time. But I can respect it.
Yeah, Furlim is just about to get that final piece, and we're going to call it...
No, it's not the piece. That's
not yet.
Final piece
That
is
was
Slingshot Room, I think.
Room.
Ooh, is Furlim going to do Goma first?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like. Well, I know I'm moving up because I actually won both of my matches. The first one was like really close because I was just 2 minutes. Yeah, the opponent got their last piece 2 minutes after the time limit, and then the second race I got my third piece 10 minutes before the time limit. Yeah, Shawn's not getting the piece in GTG.
Yep.
Because
Hopefully,
you'd be playing Serenade for that.
hopefully Furlim goes back in. He most likely will.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have Deku Tree to do, and... Well, if you're dying to Goma 3 times with the K-Sword, Slingshot, and a Deku Stick, I think you might need to practice a little bit. Not much, I mean, Goma's like one of those introductory bosses that you see. Yeah, like, Furlim knows where the last piece is. This is very obviously going back in. Whereas Shawn, I think, actually is confused, because the Wisdom piece in particular is something that'll throw people off really hard.
Yeah, sometimes low step counts is worse than a high step count.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a 0 step count adult spirit piece. As cursed as that sounds, it's very much possible, so it's always worth dipping a dungeon. Unless it's otherwise hinted foolish. Unless it's required for a song.
And
Like,
Furlim
imagine
will be picking up his piece right about...
Almost.
now.
Eat. Just like that, it's over.
And there we go. That's GG's. With 7 minutes left on the clock.
And Shawn is heading to Ice Cavern.
Yeah. Shawn wants... is now... But yeah, I think now we figured it out. Oh my god. Okay, so Furlim and Shawn have both confirmed that they'll be
joining us in for an interview.
Awesome.
Just a minute. Alright, SadieSweet, I'm just waiting for... Hello and GG.
GG.
GG's.
GG. 1 second. Yeah, GG's. I have so many questions.
And we're ready to answer them.
I want to know how the last place is in GTG.
So, here's how it works. The boomerang and Rudo's letter locks both ways to get to GTG.
Yeah,
Like,
my
either
suspicion
you
is
get
that
Requiem-
Epona's is either out at Requiem or on Burning Cack.
Yep.
I mean, Burning
Wait.
Cack's... Yeah, Burning Cack's
No,
right.
Burning Cack is Requiem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Burning Cack is Requiem. Yeah, so Epona's has to be out at Requiem.
But then that still wouldn't make... What's for Forest Medallion? Because I didn't check the pedestal.
Fire.
Fire. So you'd need...
Rang locks
yeah.
both ways to getting to GTG.
Yeah, okay.
That's why
Because
it's a three-step
the
as
third,
cursed as
the
that
third
sounds.
piece is for Hammer. The third path item is for Hammer. Then in Goron City. Because you'd get the Hammer, you'd get Fire, opponents on Prelude, or Long Shot in Jabu. That was the thing that was really confusing me was the IGC, because...
Yeah, it threw us off, too, for quite a while.
Because, like, I still came up with 4 because of the long shot. Like, you saw me darting around at the end because I just didn't know where to go.
But yeah, Epona is locked definitely behind the boomerang. That's for sure. That's all it... Both boomerang locks both long shot and Epona's, so that's why it was 3 steps for wisdom in GTG.
Yeah, I hate that. I'd have never worked it out. That's horrible. It's always fucking GTG. Mind my language, but I'm frustrated.
No, it's understandable.
It's definitely a frustrating logic chain today.
I'm so much confused too because of this GTG and SadieSweet. It was for me, I just kind of lucked out, I guess. I was like running out of ideas. I just kind of went to GTG.
Yeah, it was just...
Yeah,
it's
because
for this
I had
horrible chain, because there's 2 chains that get you all the way to GTG.
Yeah.
Because again, the only hint was that Hookshot is Way of the Wanderer.
Yeah, it was like I didn't get it all because I had Kakariko both Wonder and for Courage. And
That was for Minuet.
For Minuet, okay.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense because Saria's I never found it.
Saria's has
Probably
to be nice.
That's what we're thinking too, is it has to be an ice.
Yeah,
it could be like on stones as well. Because if spirits, one spirit key is locked behind ZL, then it's 100% like stones.
Minuet locked, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of when I got all 3 strengths like in the span of 10 minutes, I guess.
I never
was
got
funny
strength 3.
seeing that.
Never
1,
got strength
2,
3.
and 3. Yeah, and I was like, okay, there's something else in Ganos. I was baited by that.
Where's the other
boomerang.
strength that I'm missing?
I
think it was
So I
10
had one in
skulls.
GV, one in 10 Skulls, and one in
Oh yeah, I
DC.
started
DC.
pushing it, and then I just decided the only way I could win is to try and work out the last piece first,
Mm.
and then worry about everything afterwards. But yet again, it's GTG, and yet again, I don't go there.
Yeah, it's just because I got the 3 strengths and then went back to Ganons and then OGC and had nothing else. Then I was like, okay, I don't. It doesn't make sense being GTG, but it's kind of a low count right now because I had 3 strengths and they weren't locked by each other. And then I was like, I have
Yeah.
I have the long shot. Maybe opponents is available somehow. Then I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
opponents is
let's go there.
probably available like on Requiem or on Stones is what we're thinking.
But Lens to Cross was in like Deku Tree. It was very
Yeah.
far away.
But that
yeah.
wasn't locked by anything else. Other like it was locked by K Sword, but K Sword wasn't locked by the boomerang.
Oh, that's right. We had access to Requiem because fire was beatable. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the Trail Wanderer was actually for the wallet to beat Fire Temple to maybe get Requiem
In
access.
DMT, yeah. That's probably what it was. The other idea was also the slingshot because
To get a bomb
that led
bag.
to a bomb bag.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a bomb bag in Targeting the Woods. I never did that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept thinking about it, and I was like, I
That's
can't go
why
back
the
to
hits
that.
were so confusing this seed.
Yeah.
Well, the power one actually, like power piece, actually wasn't that bad once you realized that both bomb bags were just available,
Mm-hmm.
and then you saw that also saw the scale as well in GTG. That wasn't anything.
Yeah. I was hoping I thought that the Iron Boots would be very far in logic because of all the paths. I have shadow and water. I was pretty sure that I could have irons in shadow to something in water. So I was hoping for a gold scale, but I just found one like at the very end, but I have no idea where the other is. Maybe it's also in shadow, just to troll us.
Wouldn't know. I didn't
It's-
find a single scale.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you didn't do full clear it either, so it could have been. At
I
the
didn't
very...
full clear much places because I was
Yeah, me
darting
too.
around trying to work things out. The whole time I was going, why is Rangpath? Why is Rangpath constantly?
Yeah, we were thinking that too. Chat
It
was
was
also having difficulties, but we figured it out eventually, and it
yeah,
reminded me of one of my first seeds of these settings where Minuet locked almost everything to get one of the other pieces.
Yeah, that was also bothering me a lot. I was like, it has to be the long shot, but why? I don't get it. So yeah, crazy logic. I guess I just had little better luck than Sean, but GG's. And
Yeah, I used
well.
all my luck up in the qualifier.
Let's see. I'm still seeing Sean just going through ice. If it's Saria's, that probably
it
that
has to be
definitely confirms.
Saria's. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
it can be. It's
The only
Bolero.
other thing.
Oh,
Oh, and
my
then it's
God.
stones. So Saria's is stones then. So opponent is on Requiem most likely, and then Prelude is probably vanilla.
And did anyone get an OOT hint? I
No,
didn't get
Prelude
it.
can't be vanilla, by the way, because it for the wisdom piece to be free, opponents has to be on Prelude, right?
No,
That makes sense. That makes sense. Because then the long shot wouldn't be path to cross. But no.
Oh no, sorry, it's the
No,
other way.
that's not.
It's
Yeah,
the other way around because for hammer is
Yeah.
long shot locked.
yeah.
Yep.
But no, that still wouldn't
no.
make sense
Hammer
because
is only bomb locked, so
Yeah,
what would
Hammer
it
is
be?
in Baron City, child.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, what was hammer locked in Valley again? I
It was
forget.
Din's fire.
Oh, Dins.
Dins, that's it.
God,
IGC
yeah, I
is
mixed
Path
those
of
around.
Wisdom, by the way. Oh no, wait, I had that one. Never mind. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find an OOT hint.
Yeah, so what a seed.
I'm thinking that Saria's is on stones.
Yeah, Sarion OT would make things make sense. Also, ignore what I just typed in chat. I mixed up Dins and Hammer.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I mixed for 2 up 2.
But yeah, stones would make sense for Saria because Spirit has pretty good odds of being ZL locked.
Yeah, I've watched plenty of seeds and I've seen people do this, and it's like, oh, sub 1 seeds, these are really nice and predictable and all the rest of it. But whenever I play, it's 2 hours of mind numbing, breaking, brain, everything exploding.
I know that feeling. I had a 20-step seed a while ago. I knew where the piece was, but I couldn't get to it because light trial lull. And the 11 piece was also in Ganon's Castle on Shadow Trial too.
Yeah, last seeds I played weren't easy too. I got a bunch of crap.
I didn't play since our last match because I was so wound up about making one small mistake and losing that I thought I'd wait a week and then I'd make one small mistake and lose.
Please. I think I only did an async this week too. I kind of couldn't play much too, but yeah, I just realized that okay, I like the logic. I'm hoping that I can read the logic like I did the last one, and this one definitely wasn't because I read the logic right. I didn't have any idea what was going on, and I just kind of lucked out on the PC. At least the second one.
Yeah,
the third one was
the
just
wisdom
following
piece was definitely like a Hail Mary play. Power was like once you got figured out that you could get both bomb bags and both hook shots, it wasn't that bad. Courage was very linear, thankfully. So it was just wisdom that was kind of the big Hail Mary for the seed.
So I'm guessing that you like it doesn't take into account buying bomb chews. Or like the fact that you have to have bomb chews, because I did get that 0 piece really late.
So it takes into account that you have the bomb bag to buy the bomb shoes.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing as beans. Like, if you need something Way of the Hero to have access to buy beans, it's a step. But buying the beans itself, it's not.
Yeah.
If I understood it right.
The thing that pulled me away was the fact that both bomb bags required an item, but then I didn't put the 2 and 2 together until kind of late and go, well, neither item is hard required to get a bomb bag because you can just get the other one.
Yep. Which makes sense for the 0 step.
Oh well. At least it was 3-2 in both of our matches, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point, Prelude is probably vanilla. That's what I'm thinking. Because Saria's can't be on Volvagia, though, like on Prelude. Otherwise, you could just get that immediately. And the Rang has to lock opponents, because otherwise you'd get a different count.
Where was the scale you said you found?
GTG. It was also in GTG.
So that's Rang locked. So your way in is to get thingy is ZL.
There's probably another scale somewhere that we didn't see.
Hmm.
The hammer. I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
I can't
Harrold
think.
Castle's foolish, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not checking checks. I'm checking hint stones.
Fair enough.
I'm just I'll just sit down and think about this one later because this one I spent too much of my thought process on this one. I need to rest a little, and then okay, let's try to figure out what happened because I'm literally out of ideas.
Well, there's a Hyrule Castle foolish in Hyrule Castle too. That's nice.
I don't remember
Maybe you should get
when
3 then.
I got a Harrold Castle foolish, but I don't remember where I got it.
I didn't skip many hints, so it's probably the
Yeah.
one at Lost Woods because I didn't do the scrub in Lost Woods.
Hyrule Castle Foolish was on DMT somewhere.
Oh, probably
okay.
for one on the wall then. I don't know which wall it is. One of these walls reveals a hint stone. That's the skull.
It's the one, the side where you first face
There we go.
when you enter.
It said Death Mountain Crater is on the path to courage. Cool. That's helpful.
There's still the Cow Grotto.
Yeah. There has to be 2 though, right? Isn't that how the hints
Yeah.
work? And I
Yeah,
can't
that's
think
how
of
it
it.
works for that
The
one.
only other hint stones I think I didn't do was Fountain.
No, the 2 on Fountain I checked, but neither was OT or anything I didn't have.
I guess there's for one in Goron City next to Big Goron as well.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Oh yeah,
I didn't look
Metagoron.
at the Garden City.
Which means it's probably there in the Cow Grotto.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What are we saying this should be? Prelude?
No, I'm saying that it should be Saria's for OOT.
Arias.
Because it's the most, at this point, we now know that Bolero is on ice. And Prelude, like, Fire doesn't lock, like, Fire Completion isn't locked behind into ZL or Minuet for that matter. So it'd have to be like Saria's on stones.
Yeah, it would have to be. I just want confirmation so I can put this seed far out of my mind.
Also, shout outs to getting into Deku Tree and instantly rushing Goma because I was so much thinking that the Wanderer could be for the slingshot, and I thought, okay, I need to rush. I'm running out of time. He may finish anytime. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just go instant.
It was scary that at one point that actually was a realistic possibility.
Yeah, because at like 150, I thought about going to GTG. I don't know where it is in GTG. Oh, River's Foolish. That was nice to know.
Yeah, I did entire River too, and then after beating Jabba, I just got the River Foolish. So, thanks, Seed.
Oh, wait. Is the OOT hint out in the desert?
It's possible.
Yeah, maybe.
In Colossus. It has to be in Colossus.
Oh my god.
And Metagoron's probably the other one.
Colossus and Medigoron have to have the OOT hints.
Oh, what a disaster.
Yeah,
I don't think
this-
that OOT hint would have. I don't think that
DMC
OOT
wall.
hint would have helped with-
Or
Oh,
DMC
yeah.
Wall is another one.
Disaster is a very good way to describe this scene. Luckily, it's It is over. It is wrapped up. And you two are both still continuing in this tournament. One headed for the winners bracket, one headed to the wanderers bracket. So we wish you both so much luck in those brackets as we head into the bracket stage. A couple other things that we need to give shout outs to because I didn't at the 1 hour mark. Shout out to our trackers today, Bronze Noob, Pwox, and Mara. Thank you all so much for keeping our sheets up to date. Shout out to our runners, furlim and SDGShawn. Seriously, this was a really fun match to watch. So thank you so much. Shout out to our restreamer Tobias. So thank you for showing up today, Tobias, and giving us this amazing restream. And thank you to my co-commentators, both Alexander Harrold and Lee Harrold, for being here today.
And thank you, Sadie, for commentating as well. And also, continuity announcement. Tune in tomorrow, y'all. We have a heck of a match tomorrow. It's mixed pools. It's what the hell's happens versus Cariosa. Just
Wow.
Ooh, that's a spicy matchup.
Super
Mixed pools, Swiss
spicy.
round 5. That is a spicy matchup. That happens at 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central European Summer Time.